some real life examples, break down some numbers of what is going on with these interest rate and what it actually means to buyers. I want to go over an example of a 30-year, this is a buyer that's going with a 30-year fixed, 7.3% interest rate right now, which is right where we're at, so 7.3%. They have a 750 credit score, so they got a good credit. And they're doing 0% down, just to make it easy. So it's like a VA, maybe like a VA type loan, okay? 0% down. So right now, what would be my payment? This is including taxes and PMI and home insurance, okay? So what's my monthly payment? I have my numbers right here. On a $350,000 house. Right now, that person at 7.3% is paying $3,155 per month. Let's compare it to just 5 months ago when the average interest rate is around 3.5%. So at 3.5%, that same exact house, everything else remaining the same, was $2,328 per month. A difference of $827. Now, let's say, you know, I wanted to buy a house back in May, Joey, but this is my budget. I only have $2,300 a month I can possibly spend. What can I afford now at these rates? Well, right now, keeping everything else the same, if you want to keep this payment, you have to look at homes at $260,000. So that's a loss of $90,000 in buying power. And I don't know if you looked out there right now, but a home for $260,000, that's going to be difficult to finance. This is the reality of the situation, how much things have changed in 5 months, which in real estate is a very short amount of time. So that's for $350. I want to show you, because everything's relative, everything's percentages. The higher we go up in price of a home, the larger effect it's going to have. And how many more, like we are seeing the biggest effects in our homes in that 700,000 plus price range, because it's just killing that pool right now. Okay, this is for you sellers, just to get an idea of why you're not getting as many showings. Okay, so keeping everything else the same, this is the same buyer. Okay, they just want to buy a 700,000. Right now, for a 30-year fixed, 7.3%, zero down home, if you want to buy this, that payment is $6,309 per month. That is a huge house payment. $6,309. Again, that's including home insurance, PMI, taxes, the whole thing, okay? Well, this house, same house, at 3.5% 5 months ago, it was $4,653 a month. A difference of $1,656. Just that magical interest rate number changing, your payment now is $1,656 higher. Same house. Well, let's go back. Joey, I can only spend $4,650 a month. That's my top. That's all I can spend. How much of a home can I afford right now at this rate? You can afford a $520,000 house. That is a loss of $180,000 in buying power. Just like that. Poof. Kind of depends on everyone's situation, but my chicken scratch here, it just puts everything into perspective. My sellers that are up in that higher echelon of home there, why am I not getting the calls? Why am I not? Because the people now that can afford your house, they're up in the $1 million zone. Those are people that can afford, they could have afforded $1 million home 5 months ago. Now they're down to 7. You understand? Like, it's just the higher you go in price, the bigger, larger effect. So, what do? I have to buy a house. Like, this is unacceptable. It won't work. What do? I feel hopeless. And you think outside the box. Okay, you got to think of maybe some owner financing type options. You have to lay out a strategy, and and after you lay out all your options, it might be okay to say it's not a good time to buy right now. I'm gonna have to figure out something to hang on to for about 6 months and see what happens. That rate is going to probably go up probably one or probably two more times by the end of the year. The Fed's already hinted at that. We could be creeping in the 8 to 9% territory. But this just puts some real life numbers on what's going on out there. So if you have to buy, if that's where you're at right now. Now this, again, this is for 0% down. People with equity, a lot of equity in their homes, they're just trying to switch up homes. You should be able to make it work. You should be able to get, but first time buyers, we might have to get creative.